Yo, what's up? It's Pez. Today, I got a pretty banger, simple, very in-depth tutorial video for y'all. Now, I'm sorry for the wait, and I'm also sorry that this isn't the Jades tutorial. Yeah, I'm working on that. But yeah, today, I kind of got, the how to EQ like a pro. Now, I'm not really just going to go, oh my God. I'm not really just going to go, like, into how you EQ. I'm going to go a little bit more into depth on some other things, but we're also going to go into EQing on this video. Lock in. This is going to be a very informal tutorial. I'm sure very many of you are going to appreciate this. And yeah, I'm going to stop yapping and just get straight into it. So this is my song Sick Tired. Pretty old song. This is like when I was, first starting making music. And yeah, I'm going to just play a little bit of this for y'all so you can hear what we're working with today. Sick of all the lies that you've told me over again and over again. You know I'm sick and tired of the lies that you tell me over again. And I know we fight sometimes. So yeah, that's a little, it's kind of what we're working with today. I'm not a big fan of this song, but some people like it. So this is my old preset. This is actually not good. So today we're going to be fixing it. Now, the main thing we're really going to be working with today is these horrible EQs. These look like trash, especially this other one. What is this? But for real, those EQs are trash. And this whole preset is a little, it's not bad. So first step, if y'all don't know, but the order of your plugins that you're adding matters. So me personally, I start with my auto-tune. That's really just how I learned. I also find that this sounds the best when it comes to, auto-tune. It really just sounds good. I like putting my auto-tune first, like to get that out of the way. I then add my noise gate and my compressor. And then I move on to EQs. And after my EQs, I add any plugin that's adding like, any type of presence into my vocals, like fresh air or sound goodizer. And after I add all that air, I like to add a de-esser to, cut my S's, because that's what the sound goodizer and fresh air and all that stuff are doing. And then if you want any effects like chorus or flanger or anything like that, go ahead. I like to put my reverb on ascend, but on this one we just have it on the preset because I didn't know what ascend was. So yeah, I'll show y'all how to set up a reverb send too. And yeah, so let's just dive straight into the EQing part. Now the auto-tune, limiter, compressor are all good. The EQ is really what we need to be focusing on. So for this, I'm gonna hit the presets and hit default, so I just get a fresh brand new EQ. Now if y'all don't know how to work Fruity Parametric EQ like a pro, I do. Now a lot of y'all may not know this, but if you just right click any one of these bands, these are all called bands, I like to start with this one band and work my way up. So first we got this one band, right? What do? Do I just cut the lows? No, that's not what you do. Please don't do that. So we right click it and you got reset, type, order, and key. So the two we're going to be focusing on is type and order. So the type, I want a high pass. That's going to be cutting the lows. That cuts them completely out. We don't want lows. We usually on vocals, you want to cut anything from 40 to 60. Me personally, I go 80. And you see, this isn't really cutting a lot. This is kind of just like making a little hump. So I like to right click it again, hit order, hit steep 8. Now it's completely cutting it out. As you can see, the line is super steep. Pretty much all we're doing with this EQ is we're gonna lower some frequencies that don't sound good, which I'll teach y'all how to find, and then we're going to up the frequencies that do sound good. And in this case, that is this area right here. It's these high frequencies. Now me, I don't up my high frequencies too much for two reasons. First off, a lot of beginners, including me, will take the high frequencies and literally do this. Now, we don't want to do that. This sounds like shit. What you do want to do is up them a little bit. I like to go a little below this +6 right here. I like to go a little below this. Now I like to drag this all the way to about, if you see where it says PRS, I like to drag it to about the S. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. And yeah, I just up those a little bit, and then I take this 6 and I go to where this high mid, I go to about where it says mid, and I just dip it a little bit. Now we're good. We're not actually good. I lied. We're going to take this 5 right in this midsection, and we're going to go to the green, little thing right here, the green thing on the right side of the EQ, bottom right. And this little bottom knob, this is called the Q. So if you see what this is doing, this is kind of making it like sharper. So if you up it a lot, it becomes round. But if you go it low, it becomes really sharp. I'm going to turn it just a little bit up. I'm going to go like maybe 3 to 5%. Now I'm going to listen to the vocals, and I'm going to go through this mid area, and I'm going to find frequencies that I don't like. Kind of found it right about here, right in this like 1,200 range. I'm gonna lower it just a little bit, and now usually I do that again. Oh, I keep doing that. God damn, how to handle it like a pro, my ass. I'm gonna do that again with the 4, and usually this isn't, you know, I'm not saying this for this song, but usually I find another one right about here in the 400. Make this a little bit sharper, and I just dip it a little bit. Now we have a great EQ, like fabulous, very simple EQ. So now we got this EQ done. Parker, why do we need a second EQ? You know, what's the point? We already EQ'd it. All right, you need the fucking second EQ. Change it to default, you know, if you already have one. And this one, we're really just shaping our sound. So this is vocals. So we want low on the, we want not a lot of lows. We want a lot of highs, and we want the mud out of the mids. So I'm gonna lower the lows, boost the highs just a little bit, get rid of this area. You know, make this a little bit sharper, kind of not too sharp because we're not getting exact with this one. You know, get rid of these like, you know, 400-ish. You know, take this 4. Doesn't really matter which one you do this with, but, you know, take this 4, you know, get rid of like the 1,000-ish frequencies. You know, you're just shaping your sound. Sound like we've shaped our sound, and we've really gotten exact with our sound. We're going to, okay, first off, I need to change the order of this. So auto-tune, noise gate, compressor, EQ1, and then we go EQ2. And then I'm going to get rid of this limiter and put a sound goodizer here. Is sound goodizer just on here? Please tell me sound goodizer is just on here. Fuck, I can't find it. Sound goodizer. There we go. Now, if you don't know how sound goodizer works, you get the A, the B, the C, and the D preset. And you got this knob. So the A preset, I like for instruments. The B preset, I like for ad-libs. The C and the D I also like for instruments. But C, I really like for vocals. But on this song, we already have fresh air. And I'm going to be adding a lot of air. So I'm going to go with the D, make it more present. The C preset is really bright. And the D preset is kind of like in the middle. And it adds a lot of goodness to it. So yeah, I'm going to turn that knob just about right there. We have fresh air. Fresh air, I mean, dog. Fresh air is just fucking goated. You cannot go wrong with fresh air. The reason I don't up my highs too much on my EQ is just so simply I can add highs on my fresh air, and it sounds so much better than if I did it with the EQ. So yeah, I would recommend that strategy because, I mean, I don't know, I do it and it sounds good. So yeah, now that we added the fresh air, we're going to the de-esser, and the de-esser is going to cut, you know, the S's when they're too bright. And then I don't know why, but I have reverb and delay on my stuff, so I'm actually just gonna go ahead and delete that. We're gonna make a little send for our reverb. So I'm gonna make sure I have my vocals selected. This is my vocal track. Now it's all good, and I'm gonna go over to any one of these inserts that are just blank. I'm gonna go to insert 10, and I'm not actually gonna click it. I'm gonna hit insert 10 right here on this little arrow. And I'm going to, you know, this is the mix knob. So this is how much of this is going into this. Okay? Understand that? Makes sense? All right, we're good. I'm going to go to this first slot. First slot. And I'm going to add Fruity Reverb 2. We're all using FL here, right? Fuck Ableton. So I'm going to show you how to work Fruity Reverb 2 like a pro. You get a little bonus. So yeah, on here, I'm going to show you how to work this super, super easy. I'm going to explain what all these confusing looking knobs do. This is a stereo separation knob. I like my stuff very separated. I like it very stereo. So I'm going to turn it all the way to the left. I like my stuff very, very wet.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
I'm going to turn the wet up and the dry down. We are good on this right side. Okay. Me personally, I like the wet up and the dry down. That's just me. You don't have to do that, but I like that. It's dampening. I turn this up a little bit to about 6K, and then the K, this is like how long the reverb lasts. So I like it, you know, just a little bit up, not too much, but just a little bit. Like my reverb to last a little while. My bass, I want this at 0. We are doing this for vocals. We don't want bass in our reverb. It doesn't sound good. You don't have to mess with this cross knob. Doesn't really matter too much. I really don't even know what it does, so I'm not gonna confuse y'all with. I really want to be focusing on this low cut. So low cut, we can go just about till it starts turning purple bluish. That's kind of how I like to go with it. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it right here when it's purple. And now we got this mid and side switch. Now, if you didn't watch my video about the masters and this master preset, this isn't the same master preset, but it does have a mid-side EQ. The mid-side EQ, pretty much, the side needs no bass. All right, it doesn't sound good, but it also, we can boost the highs on it. And on the mid, we boost the bass and lower the highs. You don't have to lower the highs, but sometimes I feel like it's necessary. So if we have a vocal that has a lot of highs and like no bass, what type of what do you think we're gonna need? Probably the side. So I like to put it on the side. And yeah, that's pretty much how I set up my reverb. Now I got a reverb send. I usually like to turn the volume down on it too, because it gets a little bit too loud. I don't like too much reverb. Keep this mix knob at 100%. You can always just turn the volume down if you want less. And boom, now you got a preset with a reverb send. It's ready. It's good. Sounds great. And yeah, that's pretty much all you do. How you set up a little preset and stuff. How you fix your shitty preset that you made in I don't know how long ago. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe and join the Discord server. If you want any of these presets and stuff, all of it's in my Discord server. And also, if you'd like to talk with me, I'm also in that same Discord server. Have a chat with me, have a chat with some cool people. And yeah, thank y'all so much for watching. And leave a comment. Let me know if you liked this video. Also, let me know what you want me to do next. I do take video recommendations, and I do actually do the video recommendations. Just let me get to it.